Norris Park in Rutherfordton, North Carolina, another course expedition. Kevin McClain, aka Southpaw McChainz, welcome back to the channel. This is another course expedition. I'm at Norris Park in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. This is a new course. This course just opened beginning of March, and this is toward the end of March. The course has two layouts, shorts and longs, the difference being 3 holes, which use the same tee pad, but go for longer baskets. I'm going to play the shorts. This is a brand new course. I'm excited to be out here and play it. Thanks for watching. Hole 1, par 3, 338 feet, downhill shot. Very impressed by these beautiful wooden tee signs and these huge tee pads. I think I made the distance, and I think it cut rolled, hopefully closer to the basket. You can see I did go a little bit long, gave myself a long C2. This is going to be a crazy throw-in here. That'll be an easy tap-in. Didn't give it nearly the air I needed. All right, hole 2, par 3, 266 feet. Big downhill. Hard to see from here, but the basket is behind that very large tree right there. Essentially for a lefty, you're going to hang it out pretty far left, have it crash behind that tree. I contended with the tree and I didn't quite make it. He needed to either be further left or lower. You can see I gave myself another C2 putt. Gotta give it some height, but don't want it to roll away far. There's a puddle over there I want to avoid too. Oh, a little further. Good par. Absolutely stunning course. Quite a lot of elevation, I have to say. T3, par 4, 479, a beast. You gotta hit this gap, and then I guess just keep going up the hill. My goodness. Oh. Well, I made it out of the gap at least. Didn't give enough height, but I made it out of the gap. But it is a long way to go still. I don't know, I think I can see the top of the basket. A long way to go. Probably still another, I don't know, almost 300 feet. Oh. That's not gonna do it. Okay. You can definitely see the top of the basket now. Probably 120. I'm gonna have to see if I can get it there, this zone here. Oh. Oh, I think that's good. I think it might be a tap-in for a par. That'd be nice. Yeah, like I said, very close. Nice little tap-in for the par. Next hole, I think, is up the hill there. Hole 4, par 3, 301 feet. You can see it's tucked into the woods there. Beautiful hole. Again, quite an elevation. Got a lot of space up here. Beautiful park. Oh, darn it. All right, you can see that my tee shot landed probably about 50 from the basket. Got a little gap to beat. I think that'll do it. Another par. T5, par 3, 292. So the first 4 holes were in the were in the open, and I didn't make any major mistakes, got par. It looks like now we are going into the woods for a few holes. This is very woodsy, huge movement, right to left, not a lefty-friendly hole. Let's see how it works out. Oh. All right, hopefully that didn't cut roll too bad. I just want to really make that turn, sharp turn. You can see there's the tee box down to the basket. There's my disc. Looks like it just completely drops off behind the basket. I gotta come up there pretty light. Oh, I think that's good. So I gave myself a little bit of a tester, a little bit of a death putt. See if I can nail this. Good par save. All right, T6 par 3, 164. Basically very downhill. I don't know if you can see the basket down there. Gonna punch it right and downhill pretty quickly. Oh, I think I hit the last tree. We'll see if it made it to C1. Did not quite make it to C1. I think it's edge C2, but I do have this very odd configuration of branches right in front of me. Let's see if I can make my way through that. Oh, go in. Oh, not too bad. That should be a tap in. Yep, sure enough. Judge. All right, so far this has been pretty uneventful. I am through 6 and I am even. No birdies, no bogeys. I think that's about to change. This is T7 par 3, 331. It's pretty uphill, and I don't know about y'all, but I barely have 331, and uphill just changes everything. So I think it's going to be a challenging hole for me to make par. Let's see. Oh. All right, so I think that's maybe 220. I don't know, 220 might be generous. You can see the basket there. This low-hanging tree makes it kind of hard to get at it. I'm gonna try to forehand it, see if I can get it up there. Oh, yes. Good shot. All right, mission accomplished with that one. For the par. All right, T8, par 3, 279. I'm playing the shorts. You can see the basket sitting right there on the ridge. Oh. Ooh. So that's a pleasant surprise. I managed to park number 8. It said 279. To be honest, I don't think that's 279. It felt a little shorter than that. That's a tap in though for birdie. First birdie of the round. All right, hole 9, par 3, 197. Very downhill. I don't know if you can see the top of the basket there. I can just see the top of the blue band. There's a pond directly behind it. I really don't know how steep it is. For a lefty, this is not a great hole. This is a forehand flick. I think I was short, but I think I got a little roll. I think I'm going to have a death putt. You can see I rolled just past that tree, and right in front of that tree, there's the basket. There's the pond. Going to have a kind of a death putt. If I hit the basket, edge, cage will probably roll. Depends whether I'm going to lay up or go for it. I think I'll probably go for it because that's the kind of guy I am. Oh, goodness. That was not good. That's how you injure yourself, Kevin. Oh, that's it. Don't do it. what, did, what did I tell you all? That's so funny. Good par save. I'm enjoying the course so far. I hope you are. I hope I'll see you on the back nine. Thanks for watching. Okay, hole 10, par 3, 333 feet. Very tight gap and low ceiling. Like this is a really difficult hole. There's actually a lefty hyzer crash shot that I think I might take, because hitting that gap with that low ceiling, that is that seems like trouble to me. So I managed to get around all that junk and land right here, kind of C2, edge of C2, forehand. Gotta beat this tree, see if I can swing it out wide and drop it in. Oh, I think that's gonna be parked. Yep, that was a good shot. Just made it up here to the top. That's parked for the par. All right, T11 par 3, 207 feet uphill through the woods. This is a tricky shot for a lefty. Hate it. All right, well, I went to the top of the hill. Good enough. So I ran into a lovely little family there on the teepad of 11, a bunch of kids playing. Had a great little conversation with them, let the kids throw some of my discs around. That's one of the joys, I think, of disc golf, is just you being outside and you're meeting people. Just a great sport. Love introducing new people to the sport. It's a real joy to see kids throw a frisbee and just be amazed at how it flies. Not a bad shot. I got about C2, another kind of forehand into the basket. Bush right here. Oh, don't roll away. Hole 12, par 3, 279. I think the basket is to the right of that large tree group, and then sitting close to, in front of that enormous tree over there. Oh, missed that. Get around. Oh. So you can see these large trees on the left that my disc managed to just miss, and it came to rest at the base of this giant tree, edge of C1. Very fortunate outcome. Oh, man. Let's see if I can make this putt. Yes. Nice to get a bird. Hole 13, par 4, 501. Beautiful hole. Downhill to the creek, then back up. Looks like the basket is situated on a kind of plateau on the edge of the woods. Looks like you have a bush to contend with on the approach. I think the distance is probably 300 to the creek. I think for this straight shot, or maybe a slight hyzer, something to ensure that the disc lands more right. I think the basket is obscured by this bush. I would have preferred to be more right. Gonna have to throw something understable and really commit. Stalled on me. Not surprising throwing uphill. I think that is all right though. Should have an easy approach. Yep, you can see I left myself short. C2, And with the way the basket is situated, those tree limbs are threatening my left or right putt. Not a bad bid. It's another par. For the par. All right, T14, par 3, 301. This is a change. We are now in the woods. Looks like it's uphill, Mando right off the tee box. Very wooded, very skinny gap. Par 3, 301. This is going to be a challenge to get. Oh, get through there. Oh, near the top of the hill, landed some briars. But at least I made it to the top of the hill. Pretty unfortunate lie. I'm kind of in the bushes here on the edge. I don't know if you can see the basket. This is a pretty rough hole. I feel like this hole might need some work. Man, that's just unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, that was bad. That's the wrong disc. I should have thrown something more understable. So you can see here, I left myself with a long C2. I just think I'm laying up here. I don't want any real trouble. Oh, not a bad run. Layup slash run, soft bid. That'll be a bogey. First bogey of the round. Again, the elevation, there's basket 14 down there. Now I'm up here on T15. Par 4 for the shorts, 558. Down this huge hill. And I think the basket is to the left, coming back up and around behind those giant trees there. I mean, this is a heck of a hole. Really challenging me, my skill level. I do not have the distance to make it over that, and I do not want to be in that left stuff over there. It's crazy. I think the best thing I can do is essentially lay up down toward the gap there that crosses that creek, which I think is about 250 downhill. So I think I'm just going to try to hide something out there. I think I did all right. I might be a little pinched. We'll see. I should have pushed it like another 50, 80 down. And now I think my only goal is to get kind of in that landing zone over there and position myself. Just, again, not a lefty friendly hole. Just get across the creek, Kevin. Get it up there. Oh, turn. Oh, did not turn at all. Wow. I guess just to say it did not fade at all. I thought that was a lot more stable. That was a rock 3. I was hoping that would be a lot more stable. I'm in a terrible position. I'm in this little gully right off the edge of the pathway here. And I think the basket is kind of right behind this branching thing right here. So probably another 180. Not a great position to be in. I just don't have a lot here. I'm going to have to really push it with this felon. Push it hard and fast. See if I can get it to fade. Skip. Oh, I might have a look. Well, I did give myself a look, but this is a big putt here. Edge of C1. Get in there. Oh. All right, well, that's a bogey. 2 bogeys in a row. I think that takes me back down to even. Hard hole. All right, T16, par 3, 377. I'm on top of this hill. There's the long basket for 15. I'm going down there to that big giant tree, 377 downhill. Oh. All right, I think I made it close to the bottom, but I faded too much, and so I'm to the right of the basket. Shore of the basket, probably about 70 feet. Nice little forehand in. Let's see if I can get this parked. There you go. That'll be a tap in. Par. So I ran into some golfers on, I guess I was throwing 13 and they were on the tee pad of 10. And they started talking to me. It was very nice. And the one guy said he was on the board of the Rutherfordton Parks and Recreation, had a hand in bringing the course to life. Apparently this used to be an old golf course that got abandoned and sat dormant for many, many years until Parks and Rec started to ask questions of the community about what it could be used for. And the community disc golfer stepped up and said, let's have a disc golf course. So I just want to say, again, congratulations to y'all on your hard work. This is a beautiful course. Really shows the hard work. All right, 17 par 4, 498 off the tee box here. Downhill, huge elevation. Basket's on the other side of the creek and up the way some. It's pretty tight. For lefty though, have the advantage of just basically pushing out left and crashing. I'm guessing the creek is probably about 250 and probably right about where I'll land. That's just the way I throw. Let's see. Oh, make it. Oh, it made it. Wow, it made it past the creek. So you may have noticed that I've been throwing a lot more standstill. This winter, I just kind of felt like I was hitting a power barrier and I could not seem to break it. And I just decided that I needed to work more on my rotation. And in order to do that, I went back down to standstill. I decided to simplify the whole throw, go standstill, work on my reach back and my follow through, basically my coil. And I think it's been positive. I feel like I've been throwing at least as far, even a little bit farther, standstill. And I hope in the next couple of weeks to start working in a small step and then eventually back up to X step. Definitely recommend that technique for you if that's something you're struggling with. Again, go back down to basics, focus on the essentials, focus on the coil, getting power in the coil, and try standstills. Oh, get up there. Oh, it's a little short, but I should be able to make that putt, hopefully. Well, gave myself a really unfortunate putt. Edge of C1, totally uphill, tricky putt. Get in there. Oh, that's a par. All right, T18, we've made it par 3, 241. I'm playing the shorts. A wooded shot. Ooh, tricky shot. This that. Oh. This that. Oh. Well, got myself in a bad predicament here. Oh. Oh. That's a pretty good shot. Well, I got super lucky. Hit that tree. Actually bounced forward. Good scramble for the par. That's 18. Couple of birds, couple of bogeys resulted in me ending even on the round, which UDisc gives a 191 rating. That's pretty much in line with what I'm typically shooting as a sub 900 rated player. Let me just say again, I don't know if I've said enough times, it's actually just a stunningly beautiful course. Old ball course that's been converted. It's in full bloom now, or it's starting to bloom. Beautiful course. I hope lots of elevation. I can almost say that I'm practically winded. I've been trying to rush a little bit in order to beat the weather, but beautiful course. That's another installment in my course expedition series. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope if you have, then you will like, share, comment, do all those things to encourage me and help grow the channel. I hope I see you on the course, and I hope you say hi. But above all, I hope you stay enthusiastic.